looking at S-CP.A.4, worksheet number 1, all about two-way frequency tables. Now earlier we talked about different ways to organize data. You could use a tree diagram, a table, you could use a list, lots of ways, a Venn diagram, and we've done plenty of Venn diagramming. Now another way, and a powerful way at that, is a two-way table. Basically a two-way table just means that there is data on this side getting gathered this way and data here gathering this way. And there's some terms that get used a little bit. The area in here, the main body of the table, are called the joint values. They're joint because that number 10 is telling us about math, but that number 10 is also telling us about boys. Now, when we sum the columns, which is usually quite important to do, so this would be 22 here, this would be 28, 50 in total, 26 and 24. When we sum those groups there, this information out here, the totals out here, are known as the marginal values. Now marginal, the way I remember that is they're in the margin, they're out on that edge, okay? Now what's nice about these kinds of problems is that you can ask all kinds of questions and they're just easily found. You know, like what's the probability of being a boy in this survey? Well, 24 boys out of 50. What's the probability of liking math being your favorite choice? Well, in the math category, there were 22 out of the 50 students. Now, what's even more fun, those are just basic questions. What's even more fun is you can ask the questions of and or. Now watch. What's the probability of being a boy and liking math? Now, what I love about that is that you're looking for an intersection, right? The word and. So what's the intersection between boy and math? Is that number sitting right there. That's the intersection of boy row and math column. So it's just 10 out of the 50. That's cool, isn't it? Now just for fun, well, I don't know if I want to, no, I won't do that. I had a fun idea, but let's keep going. What's the probability of being a girl and liking science? In this survey, girl and science is a 14 out of 50. That's a more probable thing than boys liking math, girls liking science in this particular survey. Now, how about an or statement? How about what's the chances of being a boy or liking science? So the probability of boy or liking the science. Now, or, you know what or is. Or is an addition of two things. So you're saying, okay, what's the chances of being a boy? Okay, 24 out of the 50. What's the chances of liking science? 28 out of 50. Now, it isn't quite that simple. Let's see here if I can get, let's use blue. So here we go. Watch a very important thing about an or statement. Here's the probability of being a boy. Here's the probability of being liking science. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but basically this number got circled when I added the boy group in, and that number got used when I put in the science group. And so it got double counted because it's in the boys and in the science group, and so we need to take it out. So I think we get 38 out of 50 is the chance of being like a boy in the survey or someone who liked science. So the or statement's a little tricky. The and is quite easy. It's that intersection value. The probabilities of science or math or boys is quite simple as well. Let's take a look at the one down here. This needs to have its marginal values. So this is 24. This is 26. Okay, so there's 50 again. 9 here. And so this must be 41, and it is. So this is a survey of those that are middle school and high school about whether they have a smartphone or not. Partly what I wanted to show you here is how the two-way table, you can just do it as having a phone and not having a phone, and create your two categories there. And so again, what's the probability of owning a smartphone? Well, in this group is 41 out of 50. That's probably pretty accurate. Let's do another or statement because they're tricky. Probability of not owning a smartphone or being in high school. So not owning a smartphone is 9 out of 50. Probability of being in high school is 26 out of 50. But this number 3 got double counted. The intersection got double counted. And so we've got to subtract it out. And so we get 23 and 9. I think we get 32 is our answer out of 50. So these guys are super powerful. I guess the last thing maybe I was going to show you how to create one. Let's do one here. 23 juniors, 31 seniors. Let's see, they asked about whether they liked AP World or AP History, yeah, or AP Calc. 41 liked Calc. 11 juniors liked AP World. All right, let's see if we can make this thing really quickly. So we've got AP World, we got AP Calc, we got seniors and juniors. And we know that 41 are in the Calc class. How many in total did it tell us? Oh yeah, there are 23 juniors, 31 seniors, 54 is the magic number. Now, 11 juniors picked AP World. Let's see if we can fill out our chart. This is kind of a fun little puzzle. So if 54 here, we know that this has to be 113. Because there are 11 juniors liking that, 2 seniors must have picked the World class. This must be a 12 to add this way, and this must be a 29. Let's see if this makes 41, 30, 41. And now we're ready to go and answer any questions that we want about who likes what, AP World or History, juniors, seniors, lots of good questions.